Tropical Cyclone Alfred continues to move towards the coast, and rain and wind will intensify as we head into Friday night and Saturday. The latest tracker map shows Tropical Cyclone Alfred as a Category 2 tropical cyclone around 125 kilometres to the east of Brisbane and now less than 100 kilometres off the Gold Coast. A tropical cyclone warning is still current that extends all the way from Double Island Point in the north to the Sunshine Coast, Brisbane, the Gold Coast, and also the Northern Rivers communities of New South Wales. Tonight, Tropical Cyclone Alfred will continue moving towards the coast, but it will do so very slowly. By Saturday morning, it is expected to lie just off the coast of Brisbane around Moreton Bay. And then at this stage, the official tracker map shows that Tropical Cyclone Alfred is expected to cross the coast later on Saturday morning. After that, it will move over southeastern parts of Queensland towards the Darling Downs and will be downgraded back into a tropical low over the weekend. Importantly, regardless of Alfred's final category at crossing, severe and significant impacts are expected well ahead of and also after the crossing. This will particularly be the case to areas south of the cyclone itself. We also do have a severe weather warning current. That includes areas within that tropical cyclone warning zone and extends up to and including Gympie and down to and including Coffs Harbour. We've seen damaging winds along the coast today, and they'll become more extensive and extend through areas within that severe weather warning, including for Brisbane as we head into tonight and also Saturday morning. Destructive wind gusts of up to 155 kilometres an hour are possible around the core of the cyclone, and that's more likely around the outer islands of Brisbane and down towards exposed coastal locations north of the Gold Coast. Rainfall will also intensify and extend across the warning area into tonight, and there is the risk of intense rainfall along the southern side of the cyclone, which could cause life-threatening flash flooding, with 6-hourly totals up to 250 millimetres possible. Because of this rain, there are a number of flood watches and warnings current, and what you see here is quite dynamic and will change, so it is important that you have the latest information depending on which catchment you are in. However, we do have a number of major flood warnings current, and these include the Logan, Tweed, Wilsons, Richmond and Brunswick rivers, and we are likely to see more warnings issued over the next few days. On the coast, we have very dangerous conditions continuing, with powerful waves pushing through, causing significant coastal erosion. Some of these impacts may be exacerbated during the high tide, particularly Saturday morning's high tide, as well as that storm surge which is expected to come in as the cyclone nears. So conditions are extremely dangerous to be out on the foreshore and the beach, so make sure you have the latest information and follow all advice from authorities and your local surf lifesavers. Now looking at the radar for today, we can see it spinning just off the coast of southeast Queensland, and you can see these bands of rain rotating clockwise into the tropical cyclone. Most of the rainfall through today has very much been across northeastern parts of New South Wales, but we are seeing rain building across southeastern parts of Queensland as the system starts to move closer towards the coast. Rainfall total since 9 AM have generally been highest around northeastern New South Wales. We have seen up to 90 millimetres at Bentley, and higher falls as well have been seen across southeastern parts of Queensland, particularly around the scenic rim, with up to 53 millimetres being recorded there. But these rainfall totals are growing. Winds have been strongest along the coastal fringe, and since 9 AM this morning, we have seen wind gusts of up to 90 kilometres an hour and exceeding that along the mid-north coast of New South Wales up towards the border, and also some very strong winds across southeastern parts of Queensland, particularly across the coast. And these winds will intensify and spread inland as we head into tonight. So what can we expect? Having a look here at the computer model data, we can see that into tonight, Tropical Cyclone Alfred continues moving towards the coast. Rain will build, especially on the southern side of the cyclone, and damaging winds may also become destructive near the core of the system itself. Then heading into that Saturday morning period, we'll see very heavy rainfall just as Tropical Cyclone Alfred crosses the coast. Once it does cross the coast, we may continue to see damaging winds through some parts of the area, and heavy rain will continue well into the weekend. You can see that here, even after crossing the coast, a lot of tropical moisture is pouring down, and heavy force are likely to continue all the way into Sunday. So as Tropical Cyclone Alfred approaches the coast, dangerous conditions are expected into Friday night and Saturday. Please have the latest information from the Bureau, including warnings, and you can get that from the website and our app. Follow us on social media, and as always, please stay safe and follow all advice from your local emergency services.